taking my time, I've been taking my time. Taking all of your time, taking all of your time.
Hey y'all, sorry. I was hitting something that wasn't what I was trying to hit, but I ended my song early. Hold on. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. That's the Lord. Hold on, let me take this down. That's the Lord. Okay. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Let me know if you can hear me. Cause I know what it is. Cause I'm gonna miss a little bit of Queen Sheba's beginning of I said what I said. And see, I can watch her while I read my next court document. So I'm trying to get over there. I think that's what it was. My sense of urgency is real over here, okay? Shout out to Middle Sis Journey to Jasmine. I was just over there. I caught some of her live. Okay, let me get this, move this out of here. Okay. Thank you, Gwen and Lala. Thank you for letting me know you can hear me. Yes, I'm on a roll today, Lala. Okay. I'm on a roll. I'm about to go ahead and get started because y'all gonna see me again today later on. Because your girl is making sure I get done what I came to do this weekend. Okay. I got to get caught up, and I can always reference y'all back to the videos in case you don't have time to look now, but you can look later. Multitasking, yes. That waffle was delicious. It was crispy, like crispy and then soft on the inside, and he had buttered it up. It was so good. God, it was good. This house smells wonderful. Okay, hold on. It was delicious. I just finished it too. Okay, so this is to provide context. First of all, this morning, if you did not see where the FBI raided the Dolton Hall offices, including, of course, Mayor Tiffany Henyard's offices. You got to look at that because there is a reporter on there that I play at the end that did such a good job of trying to catch people up to what's been going on with Mayor Tiffany Henyard. But I feel like most of y'all are familiar now. But if you're not, that's a great video. Plus, also, we watched the part about the FBI going in there. It said that they had at least 2 subpoenas. One was like personnel, one was finances. So that was the one from this morning. And so now we're talking about her top lieutenant / top aide, Keith Douglas Freeman, and why he has an indictment because when he filed bankruptcy, he wasn't claiming, I think, like 2 salaries coming out of that office. Oh, Lala said, I just had chicken katsu curry. Okay, Lala. Yes. Okay, y'all. So please like the video as you come in, and we're gonna try to knock this out. It's not long. It's not long. It's a total of 11 pages, and like the 11th page is mostly signatures and everything, so it's not long. But this is Mayor Tiffany Henyard's top aide / top lieutenant Keith Douglas Freeman and his indictment. So it says the special November 2023 grand jury charges. At times material to this indictment, relevant individuals, entities, and accounts, defendant Keith Douglas Freeman resided in Orland Park, Illinois. Freeman generated income from various sources, including the following. From in or around January 2022 through in or around April 2024, Freeman was the village administrator of the village of Dolton with an annual salary of approximately $100,000. From in or around March 2022 through in or around April 2024, Freeman was the municipality manager of Thornton Township with an annual salary of approximately $70,000. Oops, sorry, I'm putting my banner up. Okay. From in or around November 2017 through in or around April 2021, Freeman was the village administrator of the village of Robbins with his salary set by village ordinance, and from at least in or around December 2021 through in or around January 2022, Freeman received approximately $24,500 in consulting fees from a business located in Northfield, Illinois, Company A, that financed the lease purchase of firefighting and other equipment by municipalities and governmental organizations. Freeman was affiliated with multiple companies, including the following. Freeman was the sole owner of Government Staffing Advisors Incorporated, which he incorporated in or about July 12, 2023. Freeman was an owner of Keith Freeman LLC, DBA Doodads Novelty Store, and Freeman was an officer of CBPI Inc., DBA CBPI Doodads, a corporation owned by Freeman's spouse. Freeman had control and signature authority over multiple bank accounts, including the following. Freeman was the sole account holder and signatory of JP Morgan Chase account. Freeman was the sole account holder and signatory of Bank of Montreal. And Freeman controlled and was the sole administrator for Coastal Community Bank, an account opened in the name of Government Staffing Advisors Incorporated. Chapter 7 Bankruptcy Proceedings. Chapter 7 of Title 11 United States Code provided individuals who were unable to pay their debts with an opportunity to obtain a fresh financial start through the discharge of pre-existing debts. In order to initiate a Chapter 7 bankruptcy case, an individual known as the debtor was required to file a bankruptcy petition with the United States Bankruptcy Court. The filing of a Chapter 7 bankruptcy petition automatically stayed collection activities by creditors against the debtor. In addition, the bankruptcy petition, a debtor was required to file certain documents with the United States Bankruptcy Court that detail the debtor's financial condition, known as schedules, and a statement of financial affairs. With respect to the schedules, the debtor was required to disclose his current financial circumstances and sign a statement under penalty of perjury that the schedules were true and correct before filing them with the United States Bankruptcy Court. The information the debtor was required to provide in the schedules included the following. Schedule AB required the debtor to disclose deposits of money in financial accounts. Schedule EF required the debtor to disclose unsecured creditors. Schedule I required the debtor to disclose both the debtor's employment and self-employment status, occupation, and monthly income. With respect to the statement of financial affairs, the debtor was required to disclose his financial history, including his employment, income from employment, and income from operation of a business or any other source in the year of filing and for the immediate 2 prior calendar years, and whether he was an officer of a corporation. As with the schedules, the debtor was required to sign a statement under penalty of perjury that the statement of financial affairs was true and correct before filing it with the United States Bankruptcy Court. The United States trustee was responsible for ensuring the integrity of the bankruptcy system and for promoting compliance with the bankruptcy laws and rules applicable to bankruptcy proceedings. To this end, the United States trustee appointed and oversaw the activities of a trustee who was responsible for administering individual Chapter 7 bankruptcy cases for the benefit of the debtor's creditors. The information provided in the schedules and the statement of financial affairs was material to a determination by the United States trustee, the Chapter 7 trustee, and creditors whether, based on the debtor's income, the debtor had properly filed a Chapter 7 bankruptcy petition, whether the debtor had disclosed assets consistent with his income, and whether the United States trustee, Chapter 7 trustee, or creditors should object to the discharge of his debts or move to dismiss the bankruptcy case. A debtor was required to appear at a meeting of creditors known as a 341 meeting and to testify under oath concerning his financial affairs. Prior to the 341 meeting, a debtor was required to provide the Chapter 7 trustee with a copy of the debtor's federal income tax return filed with the IRS for the most recent tax year prior to the commencement of the case. Beginning in or around July 2023 and continuing until in or around April 2024 at Chicago and Orland Park in the Northern District of Illinois, Eastern Division, and elsewhere, Keith Douglas Freeman, defendant, herein devised and intended to devise a scheme to defraud, and for the purpose of executing and concealing the scheme and attempting to do so, filed and caused to be filed documents in a bankruptcy case under the Title 11 of the United States Code. It was part of the scheme that for purposes of fraudulently staying debt collection actions and staying, stopping, holding, pausing debt collections, and fraudulently obtaining a discharge of his debts, Freeman attempted to and did defraud his creditors and the Chapter 7 trustee by taking steps to conceal his assets and sources of income prior to filing a bankruptcy petition. And by then filing a bankruptcy petition and making false statements and providing false documents during the course of the bankruptcy case that were designed and intended to conceal Freeman's actual financial circumstances and history, conceal whether Freeman had disclosed assets consistent with his income, fraudulently prevent creditors and the Chapter 7 trustee from determining whether Freeman had properly filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy protection, and fraudulently prevent creditors and the Chapter 7 trustee from objecting to the discharge of Freeman's debts or moving to dismiss the bankruptcy case. It was further part of the scheme that on or about July 12, 2023, Freeman created Government Staffing Advisors Incorporated and on or about July 23, 2023, opened a bank account with Coastal Community Bank ending in 8335 in the name of Government Staffing Advisors, Inc. It was further part of the scheme that beginning in or around July 2023, for the purposes of concealing his income and personal financial transactions from his creditors, Freeman stopped using BMO in Freeman's name and transitioned his banking activity to Coastal Community Bank in the name of Government Staffing Advisors, Inc. It was further part of the scheme that on or about January 3rd, 2024, Freeman filed a bankruptcy petition in the United States Bankruptcy Court for the Northern District of Illinois, thereby initiating a Chapter 7 bankruptcy case captioned in regards Keith Douglas Freeman. It was further part of the scheme that on or about January 3rd, 2024, Freeman filed in the Freeman bankruptcy case his schedules and a statement of financial affairs signed under penalty of perjury that contained materially false statements and material omissions. It was further part of the scheme on or about January 3rd, 2024, Freeman filed a Schedule AB in the Freeman bankruptcy case disclosing a total assets of approximately $5,251. The Schedule AB was false and fraudulent in that in response to question 17, deposits of money which require Freeman to identify financial accounts, Freeman falsely represented that he had a single checking account at BMO Bank, when in truth, Freeman knew that he was then using the Coastal Community Bank account in the name of Government Staffing Advisors, Inc. as a personal account, including depositing money into this account that he earned as municipality manager of Thornton Township. It was further part of the scheme that on or about January 3rd, 2024, Freeman filed a Schedule EF in the Freeman bankruptcy case disclosing total debts of $174,763 that was false and fraudulent in that Freeman, knowing that the Village of Robbins had a claim against Freeman for unauthorized payments, did not list the Village of Robbins as an unsecured creditor, which deprived the Village of Robbins of notice of and the opportunity to timely participate in the Freeman bankruptcy case. So he was false on both parts. He was false on claiming who his creditors were and claiming his actual income. It was further part of the scheme that on or about January 3rd, 2024, Freeman filed a Schedule I in the Freeman bankruptcy case that was false and fraudulent in that Freeman falsely represented that his only employment was as the municipality manager of Thornton Township when he knew that he was also the village administrator of the village of Dolton. Freeman falsely represented that his monthly income was approximately $7,167 when he then knew that his monthly income as both the municipality manager of Thornton Township and the village administrator of the village of Dolton was approximately $15,000. It was further part of the scheme that on or about January 3rd, 2024, Freeman filed a Schedule J in the Freeman bankruptcy case that was false and fraudulent in that defendant falsely represented that his net monthly income was $94.72. When defendant then knew that his net monthly income was substantially in excess of $94.72. It was further part of the scheme that on or about January 3rd, 2024, Freeman filed a statement of financial affairs in the Freeman bankruptcy case that was fraudulent in that Freeman falsely represented that for the calendar year 2022, his gross income was $45,186 when he then knew that his gross income from his employment as both the municipality manager of Thornton Township and the village admin of the village of Dolton, combined with consulting fees from Company A, was approximately $140,000. Freeman falsely represented that for the calendar year 2023, his gross income was $99,647 when he then knew that his gross income from his employment as both the municipality manager of Thornton Township and as the village admin of the village of Dolton was approximately $195,000. Freeman falsely represented that the only business that Freeman owned was Keith Freeman LLC when Freeman knew that he also owned Government Staffing Advisors, Inc. It was further part of the scheme that Freeman attempted to and did conceal material facts from his creditors and the Chapter 7 trustee, including but not limited to the fact that as of the filing of the Freeman bankruptcy case, Freeman was the village admin of the village of Dolton, earned approximately $100,000 in annual income from his position as the village admin of the village of Dolton, was the owner of Government Staffing Advisors, Inc., controlled a bank account at Coastal Community Bank in the name of Government Staffing Advisors, Inc., into which he deposited his income and which account Freeman used as his personal bank account, was an officer of CBPI, Inc., a corporation owned by his spouse, had within the 2 prior years received income in the form of consulting fees from Company A, and while employed as the village admin of the village of Robbins, had received approximately $90,396 in excess of his authorized salary, and that the village of Robbins had a claim against Freeman related to those funds. It was further part of the scheme that on or about January 3rd, 2024, Freeman caused to be submitted to the Chapter 7 trustee a purported copy of his 2022 Form 1040 individual income tax return signed under penalty of perjury, when in truth, Freeman had not filed a 2022 Form 1040 individual income tax return with the IRS. It was further part of the scheme that Todd set up to come to us with the bull. I couldn't resist. They keep saying the word scheme. Okay, it was further part of the scheme that the phony 2022 Form 1040 individual income tax return Freeman provided to the Chapter 7 trustee falsely represented that Freeman's total income from employment was $45,186 when Freeman knew that his income from employment in 2022 substantially exceeded this amount. It was further part of the scheme that on or about January 30th, 2024, while testifying under oath at a 341 meeting, Freeman falsely represented that he was not an employee of the village of Dolton and that he did not get paid by Dolton. It was further part of the scheme that on or about February 23rd, 2024, 4 days before his next scheduled 341 meeting on February 27th, 2024, Freeman caused his pay from the village of Dolton to be directly deposited into the Coastal Community Bank account in the name of Government Staffing Advisors, Inc., which account he had not disclosed to the creditors or the Chapter 7 trustee. It was further part of the scheme that Freeman did misrepresent, conceal, and hide, and caused to be misrepresented, concealed, and hidden acts done in furtherance of the scheme and the purposes of those acts. Hey, y'all coming in the bourgeoisie. On or about January 3rd, 2024, at Chicago in the Northern District of Illinois Eastern Division, Keith Douglas Freeman, defendant herein, for the purpose of executing and concealing the above described scheme and attempting to do so, filed and caused to be filed a document, namely schedules and a statement of financial affairs, in a proceeding under Title 11, namely a Chapter 7 bankruptcy case, in re. Keith Douglas Freeman, in violation of Title 18 U.S.C. Section 157(2). All right, and then they digitally signed it. Woo! Keith, Trish, it's ludicrous. Keith, they got you. So that was Mayor Tiffany Henyard's top aide, top admin, top lieutenant, all the things that they call him. Keith Freeman misrepresenting what he filed on his bankruptcy, and like some have said, they're probably going to use that to make sure he'll say the things they need to hear to help them even more with their case against Mayor Dolton, because again, the FBI did raid the offices yesterday afternoon. So yes. So thank y'all for stopping in. I'm gonna head over to or be ready for Queen Sheba's I Said What I Said. Hey, middle sis, Journey to Jasmine. Hey, everybody that is in here. I appreciate y'all. I will be live again today. I'm going to multitask while I'm over there listening to Queen Sheba. And once I'm done with my next set, I'll be live. So look out for your notifications, y'all. We're going to get caught up this weekend. I swear I'm trying. I got a lot I want to do. All right, y'all. Thank you very much. Yes, going to jail. Yes. All right. See you soon. Bye. I'm trying to find my song, y'all. Okay. Bye.
I've been taking my time, I've been taking my time. Taking all of your time, taking all of your